Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. I can't get my Max put some new mats down for me so that I don't have so much trouble scooting in, and so I'm trying to get used to it. So anyway, just first off, if you're watching on the replay, if you wouldn't mind hitting hashtag replay, that would I would appreciate it. I really would. But as many of you know, and some of you might not, I did go to the Lone Star retreat in New Braunfels, Texas. I left on Thursday, this past Thursday, and got back yesterday afternoon. This was my first retreat, y'all. And you need to understand, I never went to any kind of church camp, school camp, none of those things when I was growing up. And I was raised as an only child, not an only child, but was raised as an only child. And yeah, it was just it was me, my room was mine and all that stuff. So hey Karen, hey Jackie. So anyway, this was my very, very first foray into any of that kind of setup or whatever. And I'm 62. So, the whole old dog, new tricks, all that stuff. But anyway, so I kind of got confused on everything that was in our swag bag because, I'm trying to pack it all to come home. And I went with a lot more stuff than what I came home with a lot more stuff than what I went with. So I'm going to try to go through it. And I've got my cheat sheet. It tells you who donated stuff. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff. And then door prizes is where these came from. So yeah, the theme this year was the Golden Girls. That was the theme. So yeah. So okay. First of all, what were my impressions? Well, spoiler alert, I have already registered for next year. We were able to do that on Saturday evening, and I made sure that I did that. So yeah, I think they're going to open registration to everybody on October 10th or maybe October 4th. I don't remember, but there will be an announcement. But anyway, all I'm going to tell you is this. If you have a chance to even get on the wait list, get on the wait list because that's what happened with this. I was on the wait list. This was my third year to be on the wait list. And, just a couple of months ago, my name came up. So absolutely get on that wait list. I don't think you'll regret it at all. I can't imagine anyone not having fun. I just can't. Hey, Teresa. I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, I mean, so many of the well, there was quite I would say maybe a third of the people there, I have seen in the, diamond painting community. I recognize their names. Some of them I recognize their faces from being on different lives and things like that. And then, of course, I saw some people that, well, Kara was there and I had met her before, so that was really the only person I had ever met. Um and then when I got there pretty early, I didn't realize check-in was at 3 because they did a Zoom meeting on, um, I guess the Sunday before, week ago. Well, that was the day I was at my dad's, so I missed the Zoom meeting. But anyway, check-in was supposed to be 3. I got there, about 2:15, but, it wasn't a problem. They let me check in. If you on my Facebook, I did post a picture of the room or the condo essentially. And then I don't know, probably close to 4, somewhere in there, my roommate, well, she was my condo mate, she had her own room. She showed up, her name is Anne, and we hit it off immediately. I mean, it was just like, I don't Marissa, who runs the event, is just really good. Apparently, she says she has a knack of putting people together, and she couldn't have done better. We actually don't live that far apart, maybe 20 minutes or so, just because there's a lot of stoplights. But yeah, I mean, she does not live far from me at all. And she's like 1 year older than me. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's we just had the best time. We just bonded like that, and that was really cool. That helped me a lot. She wanted her own room too because, she's been living alone for a very long time. But she says she snores and she didn't want to bother anybody. So, and she did not bother me. We had a wonderful time. And, but yeah, so I had, when I tell you everybody in there was in that room, and there had to have been, I don't know, 40, 50. I don't know really, uh, women and a couple of guys in there. Um, Everyone was just so friendly and, they'd walk around to see what everybody was doing. I walked around to see what people were doing and oohing and awing, and, of course, then I'm like, "Oh, well, I really like that diamond painting. I wish I'd have gotten it." And then some people were doing cross stitch. A lot of people were doing cross stitch, actually, and I was like, "I want to learn how to do that." So one of the ladies at my table, she came over and showed me, but everywhere you walked around, I was like, "Oh, that's gorgeous. I don't know how to do that." They would immediately stop and explain what they were doing. And some of it was just like, okay, yeah. When they started throwing numbers out there, I was like, "Oh, this requires math. I can't handle it." See, Jackie's, oh, hey, I see. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Yes, I can't even tell you. I mean, I still have a smile on my face today. It was just amazing, amazing. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Jackie says, how exciting that you met someone who lives close and you have things in common with. I know. I mean, it was great. We both went to bed early. She did get up earlier than me though, but she sleeps less than I do. So she was up pretty early. I mean, I was up at, between 6:15 and 6:30, but she was getting up at like 4:30. So, but anyway, um all the food was fantastic. Now I didn't eat breakfast because I just normally don't eat breakfast because it's at 8 a.m. and I'm just, I drink my coffee and that kind of fills me up until lunchtime. Um, but they had a full breakfast, full lunch, full dinner, and they provided snacks, outside of the craft room there. And I mean, I think I ate more there than I do at home on any given day. Any given day. Michelle says she's doing okay. Well, I don't know. I was hoping you were doing great, but is okay okay? Karen, was there a lot of out of state people there? Yes. Yes, I would say at least half of them. Let's see, at my table, there was one of the ladies was from New York, one was from Las Vegas, one was from Chicago, one was from New Mexico, I think. Let me see. It says it right here. No, Arizona. From Arizona. Um, and then, another one of people from my table, we were laughing because she's from El Paso, so that's in the state of Texas, but, she had to fly home because people understand how big Texas is. Um, but yeah, I mean, there were people from Missouri. There were, yeah, people from all over. Rochelle is from Pennsylvania. Um, I think she was just getting home today. So yeah, people are from all over. So if you get a chance, like I said, highly recommend it. And if you get on at the beginning, then you've got a year because it's going to be the 24th through the 27th of September 2026. And so you'll have plenty of time to save up and all of that stuff. But yeah, you're just going to have so much fun. That's, I know you're going like, okay, Leanne, we get it. So anyway, but I thought I would start with some of the things I got. Now, some of the things that I bought, I paid for, because they do have vendors there. So I tried to buy some from different vendors, and then some, but a lot of it I won in door prizes, raffles, or whatever. I mean, it was amazing. So I'm going to start off with some of the stuff that's in front of me here. So from my table that I sat at, our table leader, I mean, each table has like a person who's in charge of that table. She got us all a little paper bag, and inside that paper bag, pretty sure this is her. I'm pretty sure this she gave us this. It's a magnet. But now I'm not so sure if it was her. Anyway, somehow I got this. Okay, it's in a magnet, and you put a picture in there, and you can stick it up on your fridge. Now this she made. It's a little turtle cover minder. She also does resin. And so this was in our little bag. Now every table got a little something different from whoever their table leader was. And this is what we got at our table. Hey, Gail, how are you? And then she also made this. I don't know what it's called. Smells heavenly. It's like cucumber something, but I don't know if you can tell. It's fluffy. It's like lotion, but it's very fluffy. But it smells so good. I just love it. I don't know how she made it or anything, but it's like fluff in there. I don't know if you can tell that. Whipped lotion, is that what it is? Okay, Jackie, I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to Google that because it's so cool. It goes on so light. So anyway, she gave us that, and her name is Tammy Burling, and she does have a Facebook. It's right there. And yeah, she's just getting it set up. She's just starting. And so, yeah, be sure to check her out. Another thing I got from dear sweet Shay, she gave to me, which I thought was so sweet. I don't know if y'all have heard of Fugglers. And I know she said, apparently I quit watching the live a little too early because she did talk about these on her live. And apparently I didn't finish watching it because I don't remember. But anyway, here he is, guys. I don't have a name for him yet. I don't know what his name's going to be. But, and when I say but, he does have a booty. It's a little button booty hole. And Fugglers, let's see, Fuggler. Yeah. And if that too, I asked Shay, I said, did you go rob your kid's baby book and pull the baby tooth out? Because feels like a real tooth. It's kind of creepy. So anyway, isn't he cute? I don't know what I'm going to name him yet, but poor thing. He's so ugly. He's so ugly, that he's cute. Okay. And then let's see here. I've got so much stuff. So here's a bag, but now this has got all kinds of stuff in it. But I'll tell you this is the swag bag. The bag is the swag bag. And the Crafty Heifer, Brandy Grotz, Amanda's Magnetic Minders, Bella Art Day Nicole, Crafting Magic, Expression, Fiber Arts, Melissa Barker, Queen Bee Customs, Textile Designs, Bees Crafty Corner, Red Boot Retreat, Keepsake Quilting, Mary Making Crafts. Mary was there. It was so cool to see her. Firefly Diamond Art, Nancy Royston, Cat Proof Trays, Simply Gilded, and for Forbidden Fiber Company. So again, like I said, there's some cross-stitch stuff there too. So first of all, I want to show y'all, where is it? Where? Oh, come on. Well, I wanted to show you my lanyard, but it must not be in this bag. It must be in a different bag. So that's okay. So I got some yarn. It's called Expression Fiber Arts and Golden Hour with the Girls. Uplift Fingering, 85% superwash merino wool, 15% silk. And it's 400 yards. That's a lot. I don't know what I will do with it. But isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's beautiful. So now this was they have a table set up. Jackie says, I wonder if she sells those. Oh, she might. They might. You're right. I didn't even think about that. But this, okay, so I was like, I want to learn to cross stitch. And they have a table set up. It's a D-stash table. So you can bring anything. I mean, anything like you're going, well, like somebody had a whole bag of pens, for diamond painting and a whole bag of, trays and then there were diamond paintings and there were all kinds of things in there, right? And so I got this little doohickey. Um, it's called Stitch and Hang. It's a needlepoint ornament, which I realize isn't cross stitch, but it's made with yarn and it's got this little doohickey in there. And I know it's made for kids, so maybe I can do it. So anyway, I picked that. That's the only thing I got from the freebie bin. Hi, Theta. How are you doing? All right. Then I got this gorgeous, gorgeous washi tape. I don't know. Let's see if you can really see it. It is from Simply Gilded. Oh, and look, I also got stickers. These are stickers. Aren't these cool? Those are stickers. And let's see if you can't see. Isn't that beautiful? So, yeah. So that came from Simply Gilded. Let me put this back. I don't want to mess up my stickers. I didn't even realize they were stickers. A lot of this I haven't actually looked at, It was a little overwhelming, to be real honest with you. They just asked, Leanne, did you have fun? Girl, I had the most fun. Nobody should be allowed to have that much fun. Nobody. Okay, this was Merry Making and More. And this came with, let's see, two putties, Butt Naked Beach and Cherry Cheesecake. Let's see, I don't even think I smelled the cherry cheesecake. That smells good. But the Butt Naked Beach smells really good. And it came in this little bag. And if you haven't checked out Merry Making and More, you're going to want to, because I'm going to show you something here in a little bit. You're going to want to, because she has amazing stuff. This is the stuff that just came, that we got in our swag bag. And we got a pen. It's the Golden Girls pen. And then we got 2 cover minders. Thank you for being a friend. And Lonestar Retreat 2025. Thank you for being a friend. So, yeah. Then I'd actually gotten a different one, but one of the ladies traded for me, and I was fine with that. It's a cross stitch pattern. I don't know. I do any of y'all cross stitch? So the finished size says 3 by 4 inches. So I don't know. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. And then from Stitchy Friend, I don't know. I got this. Thank you for being a Stitchy Friend. And this says, well, it's got 4 different sizes. So maybe it's 4 different patterns. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's finished into a doohickey, a pillow. And then I got these. I think these are for cross stitch. And this is Forbidden Fiber Company. And number 100. So I don't know what that is. And then this one here, these are 100% cotton, but 112. And then 126. They're all about 6 yards. Let's see. Pamela says, yes, usually counted cross stitch. That's what they were calling it. I don't know what the difference is between uncounted and counted. I don't know, but yes, that's what they do. Jake says, I used to do counted cross stitch back in the day. I really want to learn. I really do, because they were making some gorgeous things, y'all. I mean, but one lady, was working on this scene for the seasons, and it was quite big. And she was on her last one, which was fall. She'd been working on them for 14 years. 14 years. I'm like, oh, Lord. And then I got these from Bee's Crafty Corner. Let's open them. She's one of my favorite ones. Her and Crashly are where I get all my release papers from. Oh, look. So they're the Lonestar Retreat. That's cool. Oh, and they feel cool. I really like them. I think those are the matte ones. And then she put in some of these. These go with it too. So these are like the holographic. I haven't had the holographic before. So awesome. Awesome. I'll need to put those in one of my little holders for my relief papers. Okay. Move that right there. Then, let's see, this is a coaster. This is from Bella Art de Nicole. So it's a coaster that says 2025 Lonestar Retreat. Thank you for being a friend. So that was the, the theme. So, yeah, so that's cool. Let's see. Jackie says, counted is reading a pattern and working on a blank canvas. The other is printed on a canvas. Is the one that's printed on a canvas easier? Because that may be something I should do. Okay, these here were for Mary Mudd, but these were the ones that I had ordered myself. So this is Apollo's Adventure, Graveyard Smash, Haunted Orchard, and Ghoul's Night Out. But those were the ones that I purchased and she brought to me. I also had some static paper, but I don't know what I've done with it. I'll find it. It'll come up. This is from the Crafty Heifer. You can tell I haven't even opened this up. Oh, look. They're tweezers. Custom made tweezers. These don't open up very much. Cool. So I don't have any fancy tweezers. So that works. Very cool. And then, see, I don't know what was in this bag because I already took it out. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it was a lollipop. I could have used this at the retreat. So here's a Dum Dum. And, oh no, it's coming through the, there we go. Dum Dum. Fruities. Don't know what that is. And some stickers. So, yep. So there's that. Set that over there. Then a tray from Firefly, and it's called it says Stay Golden, which again, you're seeing the theme there. It is an Inferno Mini. And so this comes out like this. This pops out for your trash. And then you also have a place to stand your pen. So very cool. I don't think I might have a Firefly. I think I got one for an event. So very cool. This is a nice size. So put it over there. This here, I thought was so cool. And I almost took it out and used it, but I didn't. But it just snaps together like this. And I will definitely use this on my desk. Come on. Now, what am I doing? Oh, I see. Hold on, y'all. Technical difficult. There we go. So it's a little crate. You can put your stuff in, which I'm going to do that right now. So I have it all together. Oh, and look, I also got a release paper sampler pack. Oh, here's the Mary Magic anti-static sheets. These I bought, and so she just delivered them up there. So for me. Let's see. Then we got this cute. I mean, is this not the cutest thing? It's handmade, and it's a thing for your Kleenexes. So you can put them in your purse. Pamela says, I think maybe that crate comes from Walmart. It probably does. Someplace like that, I would think. I would think so. So there's that. What's in here? What's in here? Oh, okay. Here are business cards. So, yep, butterfly effect wares. And then keepsake quilting is 15% off. Loena's Designs. I have bought from her before. 15% off. And then let's see. Fiber Arts. Oh, here's Firefly. I don't see a percentage off, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. So yeah, I'm glad that they put these in here so that, you know, like I'm going to put my new friend Tammy's card in here too, so I don't lose it. And then, yeah, here's, like I said, here's 15% off of Bee's Crafty Corner. I'll put that right there. Okay, and then this here is Grot's Goods. And what it is, I haven't opened it, but I heard people talking about it. So this is for your glasses, you know, to put them down around your neck. So that's awesome. I love that. I will use that because, you know, when I'm diamond painting, I don't put my glasses on. I just have to set them on the table. And so I should have pulled that out. It's what I should have done. Let's see, before I go to this last thing. Oh, no, I got stuff here. Okay. This here I thought was really cool too. And she was selling the whole year for next year. But what it is, so here's October, right? And you just put it like that on the little stand. And so then you've got October. And then it comes with, obviously, well, I guess what you're supposed to do, because it goes all the way to November. Oh, it is a year. Okay. So you put this here in the back like that. That's how it goes. So, yeah. Yeah, isn't that cute? It's a little calendar. Great little desk calendar. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I'm telling you, you know, so many crafty people. And I think that's just amazing. And then I've never had these trays before. This here is a cat-proof tray. Never had those before. But I've seen them. I've seen other people have them. And so if you have a cat or, you know, anything, they're supposed to be where the lids won't come off easily. I wouldn't trust it around a 2-year-old, but if a cat's just going to pop it off, it should not have a problem. And boy, did I need another one of these. I had some of these. This one is special for a few reasons. One, I got it at the Lonestar retreat. And two, it's got Texas bluebonnets on it. So, I mean, come on. See, our state flower. And it's just a little measuring tape. So, very happy to have that. I'm going to stick it over there because I'll put that in my purse. All right. And this is a pretty nifty little bag, y'all, little gardener's bag. I'm going to set that down there. Move that over there. And then I haven't opened this either. Here, let's see this here. Let me open this. It's, geez. There we go. It says a curated scent collection, Queen Bee Customs. Queen Bee Customs. So I did hear how you're supposed to do these. So you get these like bracelet things, and it's got the palm trees. And what you do is there's 4 scents in here. So this hangs from, you know, it stretches out a little bit, and it hangs from your rear view mirror. And then on the end of that, it comes with 4 of different ones of these. And so you just hook that onto there, and it's the air freshener. And then once it runs out, you just take this one off, put another one on, and it comes with midnight cheesecake, margaritas at the rusty anchor. Every day is paradise. And these are made out of wax, y'all. These are made out of wax. show you in just a minute. And then this one here is Ocean Spray on a Boardwalk Beach. So I'll show you this one. So it's this is one side, and then here's the other, but they're made out of wax. So yeah. Now I will tell you, if you're sensitive to scents, then these may be a bit much because they are strong. And if you put them in your car, it's going to be stronger, especially if it's warm outside. So, know that. Uh-oh. How did she get these in there? Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm just going to have... Oh, wait, here I go. I think I'm getting it. These hands of mine. All right, get back in there. So anyway, that's cool, right? Put this here, out in there. This here. Okay, now let's set this down here. Set this down here. Okay, let's see. What else do I got here? Put that away. One of the things that I bought was, how many of y'all, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? How are you doing? You need to get to one of these retreats, girl. Just saying. Who here has an Ivy Dazzler pen? Okay. I've heard so much about them. I've never bought one. I'm not even sure that it's going to be my cup of tea, but I did go ahead and get one. Now, these have screw-in tips, so I had to wait till I got home, and I did use some of it at the retreat. And they do, I don't know about anybody else's. I'll have to ask Shay, because Shay was testing her Muni Made tips to see, but they're screw-in tips. So I have the ones from Diamond Art Club. She said they would work. She was right. They do work. Now, I did not know this, but you know how Diamond Art Club came out with the twist pins? Okay, well, apparently Ivy Dazzler started that themselves. Okay, that was their thing. So you just unscrew it like a nut, and it's got the plunger. And inside of here, I put, because it came with, it came with this. I mean, it was a freebie. You can use, she said, you can use glue dots. You can, you just wad them up in a ball and stick them down in there. Putty, any putty. One lady was using alien putty in there, and I was like, God, that's hard to turn. But anyway, they've got directions on the back on how you can do it. And then here's their business card. And on Facebook, it's Ivy Dazzlers. I got to go join the group. But it came with, I'm not sure what these are for. That's why I got to join the group. And these here, all I did, these are like little chunks. All I did was take 2 of these and put them down inside of here. And then you put this on and you just start twisting until you see putty or whatever. So yeah, see, like right there, can you see that? And then you just, but this here is not putty. This is more like wax. In fact, at first I thought it was like wax melts because it's kind of that consistency. But yeah, you just, yeah. So I didn't know that. I did not realize that somebody had already come up with that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, and like I said, I am going to use it. And now that I've got a, multi-placer on there, that's good. You can get them without any holes there. So, and I think you can also get it. I think you can also order them. And this was just one she had there, but I think you can also order them with, if you just want to, the regular tips. So Sarah Ann has heard of them, but never tried them. She says, I believe those washers are to put the exposed thread so it doesn't bug your fingers. Oh, Sarah, you are so smart, girl. So smart. Okay, and then from DP with Sparklers, yes, Cheryl was there. She is a hoot, by the way, absolute hoot. So I bought a set of Jerry Majiggers. You're thinking, well, There's supposed to be 2 in a set, and there are, but I really only need 1. I mean, I'm only gonna use 1 at a time. So I gave the other one to my new friend, Anne, who was my mate. So I gave her 1. So each of us has 1. And I also bought because Cheryl was working on a kit. I think it was Nightfall, I think, by Cat Fedora. And she was adding these ninja stars or the twisted star. I don't remember anyway. I bought a 5 millimeter and a 6 millimeter, but she was putting these where the stars were. And it was just, and I was like, I'm going to get some, I mean, first she was like, I didn't bring much stuff. She did. First of all, she tells you she didn't bring much. She's not telling the truth. Okay. Don't believe her. Um, yeah, she had a lot of stuff. And again, Anne bought a set. She bought a set. She bought several sets actually. And so she would have them there, and I'm like, that's the way I should do it. It's just buy a bunch of stuff and then you just have it. So you can look at your kit and go, oh, wait a minute, I think I want to put this here. I think I'd be more apt to use them than pulling out the kit and going, well, I need to order this and this and this because I wouldn't know what I needed to order. So, okay. So that's that. Let's see. And then here is the stuff that I bought from Mary Making and More. Now, I told you I already have these that I bought. Then I bought these. I actually bought 2 of these and a matching putty, and but I gave them away. So I gave them to Shay. So yeah, I'm just wanting more people to know Mary Mudd because I love her that much. Anyway, and then I got to go with this, I got the matching putty. This is going to be a giveaway on my channel. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I do want to do a giveaway on my channel. I think I want to do it on my channel. I could do it on Facebook, but I think I want to do it on my channel. I want to give back to those of you who give so much. So for those of you that are part of my membership, I'm going to pick one of you and you're going to get this and I'm going to send it to you. Okay. Whether you like it or not. Now, I mean, if it's something, if you're like, I can't do smells, I can't do this, I don't want it, then I understand that. But if maybe you love Mary and you've been around her for a long time and you just love her product, or maybe these were things you wanted to try, but you weren't real sure. And, so I want to do a giveaway for my members on this. So I'm very excited. I bought that specifically for that reason. And then I bought me some putty. I bought Marshmallow Fireside, Irish Spring Soap Bar, Sweater Weather, Mary May, Sweater Weather, but And then I too got me a pomegranate cider of the putty because I just loved it so much. I was like, I don't mind giving it away, but I want one to keep for myself. So I should be set. I wish I could smell these. I really wish you could smell these. They smell so good. And of course, I got a little bag to put them in. So, yep. So that's that. The food ones would make me want to eat them, Sarah Ann says. Yeah, that pomegranate cider, though, man, it just smells like, I don't know, it just smells like fall. It's like, ooh, I want to find a candle or something with that scent. Let's see. Hey, Shelly, how are you? On her shop, does it say what the scents are, like the Halloween ones? Yes. Yes, I believe so. If not, you can send her a message. You can send her a message on Facebook. You can send her a message on her Etsy store. She will get back with you because whenever I was looking for scents, but when she first opened up her shop, I had told her, I said, because she was only having a few scents at first. And I said, well, here's the kind of scents that I like. And so she was like, well, this one you would like, this one, and she told me, and I was like, okay, then I'll do that. And then when I went to her table at the retreat, she had all these other ones. And I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So yeah. So okay, let's see. And I'm not going to say what this is, but she did. It's a prototype, and I'm testing out for her, and I'm really anxious to try it in the Ivy Placer. So, but I'm not going to tell you what they are yet. Let's see. Hey, Tanis, how are you doing? Hey, Matt, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Okay, moving on. So when we got there, on our tables, we had a box with our name on it. It had our T-shirt, which my T-shirt's in the dirty clothes, so I can't show it to you. But we had these, so it's like a desk pad. So think of giant mouse pad. So you don't, the whole thing's a mouse pad. So that goes on your desk, which I thought was cool. But here's something really cool, and I'm sitting on it. So every chair, and now that I've taken it out, this chair is so uncomfortable. It's a seat cushion. It's a seat cushion, y'all. And I'm like, when they were like, you can take those home, I was like, get out of town. Because I was getting ready to go to my room and go on Amazon and place an order because this was my comfy chair. Now it's more comfy. So I will definitely be getting more of that. And these were the project bags that was being sold. These were sold by Lucy Valdez is her name. I'm not sure the name of her shop, but these were the project bags that were in theme. She also made, I'll show you in a little bit because I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll get all discombobulated. But yeah, so it's got an inside and then a plastic pouch here. You got a cute little zipper. And then I think, like I said, it says, thank you for being a friend, which again was the theme of the retreat. And okay, she also made this. Now I purchased this. So you can see what name of her. So I guess I don't know if it's Lovely. I think it might be short for Lovely Designs, handmade with love. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll figure something out. But in here, it's got all kinds of, I'll show you after I empty it out. Okay. So here was my lanyard. Okay. And it came with this little doohickey because that's who I am. This is a flashlight. And this, you wore it on your shirt. And I put my key back here and was able to open my door. And it says first time attendee. Next time I'll get an alumni. So that is so cool. So yeah, that was really cool. This was the committee put these together. So these were our gift swag or whatever you want to call it from the committee. Here's another thing that was pretty awesome. I thought was a great idea, although I froze my katukas off there, but it's a rechargeable. Okay. It's a fan. Let's see, in Florida, who can tell a hot flash from a weather front? So it's rechargeable. You got your rechargeable doohickey here, and you got a little thing that you can put it around your neck. But it already works. See there? High. It works. And then off. And you just charge it up, and then, yeah. So that's really cool, right? I like that. So let's see what else I got here. Okay. Then we got this teeny-nicey little tray. It says, thank you for being a friend. This is butterfly. No. Bella Art Day Nicole, because I recognize that butterfly. But isn't that not the cutest little tray you ever did see? Got the little stopper that goes in there. Get in there, little stopper. Oh, hang on. Did I do it wrong? It's possible, y'all. It's possible. Oh, wait. No, it has a way it has to go. And I'm not doing it right. There. Okay. Helps if you do it right. Cute little tray. I mean, absolutely adorable. And it's got the little slide in. Yeah. So cute little tray. And then let's see what else. Oh, somebody was just walking around. She made them and she gave them to everybody there. So I don't remember who put it on our table, but somebody. So thank you to whoever it was. I thought that was really kind. Next year I'll know a little bit better of what to do because I didn't know what to do. So and we got some stickers. This is Stay Golden. And then this is the Shady Pines Retirement Home, and it's a keychain. This too was, I think, from the committee. And then we got an ornament that says, "Thank you for being a friend." So, yeah, that was really cool. Now, let me show you the inside of this bag. It's quilted all the way through, and it's sectioned, but I mean, there's each section. Oh, they were going around hiding these tiny little flamingos. And if you got them, whoever found the most got a prize or whatever. The only reason why I have one is because one of the committee people came up to me and Ann because we weren't looking for them, and she was like, "Have y'all found a flamingo yet?" And we're like, "No." So she gave us each one. So it's my little flamingo. Let's set him over there. So anyway, yeah, so this has got zipper pockets and everything. Now she did, and even the fabric inside of that is different. She did one that matched the project bag, and that was a giveaway, a door prize. And one of my table mates got it, and I was like, but yeah, so. Okay, then in here, there's a few different things. This was part of the blessing box. So you were to bring, if you wanted to participate, you bring something golden, something for the beach, and golden beach and handmade. Okay. Let's see. Pamela says she has one of those small trays. Very nice. Oh, cool. Karen, a lot of awesome things. Yes. Yes. So, but first, this came in. I don't remember now if this, I forget now if this came in our committee goodie bag, or I think it may have, but I'm not sure, or if it came in the swag bag. But look, it's a little trash can. It's a little trash can. And what you can do if you want to use it in your car or whatever, it's got Velcro on here. You just a sticky Velcro. You take that off and stick it down, and it won't go anywhere. How cool is that? So, yeah, and then you just fold it up when you're done. And oh Lord. And put that on it. Oops, hold on, I went too far. And then it's travel size. This did come in our committee thing. So go to sleep, sweetheart. Pray for brains. But this is, let's see. I haven't even opened it. Oh, goodness. I mean, it's just so much fun, all these little goodies. It's so much fun. And then these here are built-in wireless headphones for your music and calls. So you put it like this over your eyeballs. And yeah, let's see. I haven't even taken it out to really know. Oh, here's the charger, and it's got instructions. Okay. Oh, the headphones are right here. So you would put it over like that. Ooh, these are cushy. Very nice, very nice. And there is a tea, a sleepy time tea. So yeah, those are pretty cool too. I'll read the instructions and see if I can hook them up to my iPad. Because that'd be great when I do my sleep stories and stuff. That would be really cool. All right, now in here is my gifts, okay? Like I said, something golden, something handmade, and something you would use for the beach. And I will do better at that next year as well, because I wasn't really sure. It was like 3 gifts, but I wouldn't, I wrapped them separately because I wasn't sure. I didn't know. So I'll know next year. But here's what I got. So, and it's done white elephant style. Okay, it's done white elephant style. Hi, Stina Plays. Is that how I say your name? Hello, how are you? This is the beach towel that I got. Big old nice beach towel. So that's awesome sauce, right? And by the way, this bag is insulated, so it's a great grocery bag. So it's reusable. But check this out, y'all. So this is a diamond painting pen with screw-in tips. And it's very, very nice. Now, I don't know if it would work with the Diamond Art Club ones, but isn't that beautiful? I think that is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I wonder, let me see something. Okay, let me see. Of course, these are gold and these are not. Data says, I love those bags. They are so pretty. Okay, good. And you know how I know that? Because that's how Artemis pronounces Stina for the trays. So let's see, y'all. Here's the moment of truth. They do, but they stick up. So, it's all up to you. But anyway, I think that is gorgeous. And then, hold on. Get that back in there. And this is something that she didn't make, but her dad did. And it is, let me open this up. He has a lathe and turns stuff. That was Maggie. I don't know what's going on. Stina says, yes, she knows Swedish and it's similar. Okay. Are you the one that makes the trays? Because I always called it Stein, and then I found out that wasn't right, but I do want one of your trays. Oh, you are? Well, cool. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. So on this side, you've got like a little, that could be a weapon, but it's a poker, right? So, and you just stick it down inside of there. You're not using that. Close it up. This was hand turned by her dad. Then you've got a seam ripper. Is that not cool? I think that is so cool. So much better than my little plastic seam ripper. I just think that is so cool. So I was very excited about that. And I think some people spent more than $30. $30 was the limit. And I think some people might have actually spent more. Okay. Now, I think I've gone through that. So one of the things that I bought was from Bella Art de Nicole. And it is, let's see if I can get it in there. Lavender London Fog. I bought it. It's just a small little snacky size kit. And she hadn't even had them listed on the website. And I was like, I want that. So I got that. I'll do an unboxing at some point. This here is also from Bella Art. This was our, turn it around. This was our canvas for the retreat. And down in the right-hand corner, it says LR 2025, I believe, for Lonestar Retreat. So, yep. Then I won this. Now, this was back when Bella Art de Nicole bought out Mary's Diamonds. And so this is back when she was using up all the boxes for Mary's Diamonds before she got her own. And this one here, I don't know if you can see it or not, is Yellow Fairy Tale. Isn't she gorgeous? Of course, it's licensed. It's not very big. I don't know if it says if it's square. No, it's round. It's round. So yeah, it'll be cool to do it so that I can see, I never have done one. So very cool. Very, very cool. And last but not least, I think this is last, I got, now this here, Shay brought it to the retreat, but I won it in the Oz and Og, I guess in August. and from Ditsy's Diamond Den. And so, but Shay had it, so she sent it to her. And so now I've got my kit for next year, which I'm pretty excited for. Um, yeah, I've wanted this one, but I don't think they make it anymore? I don't think. So anyway, I won this. Shay brought it to the retreat, and of course, I didn't know what I had won. So that was a great surprise there. So, okay, yeah, I think that is all the stuff. Yeah. That I won. Won or was given or bought. Okay. Something like that. So if you get a chance, I'm sure all the retreats are great, but this one was just for me, it was just over the top. And so if you get a chance to go to a retreat, by all means go. Now, Marissa has another one in February in Hillsboro, Texas. I think that's more up around the Dallas area, but I'm not sure. It's more out in the country. And so it is an actual place that's made specifically for retreats. The lady retired from being an air traffic controller, and she was a quilter. So she really set up a quilting retreat. And so you could only get like 15 people or so in a room, in a craft room. Um, and of course, the rooms are the same way. So you have to share a room there. So it can either be 2 people to a room, 3 or 4. And I don't know that I might have misunderstood. So I'm not sure on the bathroom situation. I don't know if there's like a bathroom at each corner. I don't know. But everybody gets a twin size bed. So that's that. I may get on the waiting list for that because everybody there is like, oh, you have to go. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And it's called no frills. So, we don't get all this good stuff, but I'm like, that's kind of fun, but I'm still not convinced that I can share a room, but you can do what I mean, the thing is, I take my car. So if it's just, if I'm having a panic attack or something, I just leave. Yeah. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if I just leave, right? So I don't know. But I may sign up for it as really be stepping out of my comfort zone to do that. So, all right. So based on all the stuff I showed you and everything, how many of you have never been to a diamond painting retreat or, a retreat and think, well, maybe I'll go? And I wonder how many, hey, Mia, how are you? How are you doing? Girl, we got to get you to Texas and get you to the Lonestar retreat. I'm just saying. But I would like to know how many of you have or have not been to any retreat. And have you been to the Lonestar retreat? Because I really highly recommend it. Yes, ma'am. I just finished, Mia. I just finished. I'm sorry. I just finished showing all the stuff. Some of it was freebies, and I showed stuff that I bought. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw or not. Well, no, if you just got here, you did not. But I have, for members of the channel, I have these as a giveaway. Yeah, for Mary. And I will tell you, I was excited to meet Mary. She is a doll. Okay. She is so, in fact, she won at the end of the retreat. She won. I don't know, remember what they called. I don't remember what they called it. But it's where a person who's always got a smile on their face is always laughing, always happy, always welcoming, all inclusive, and she won that. And I'm here to tell you, nobody was more deserving than her. So she was absolutely amazing. Mary is a doll. She is a doll. Hey, Anthony, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, so Anthony and Karen, y'all need to sign up for the Lonestar retreat. It was really cool. Uh, Mia says, dang it, I have been talking with Anthony for 3 hours. Oh no. Well, that's good. That's good. I just did a pop. I was like, I don't want to wait till Wednesday, because I kind of want to go through my stuff and put it places and what have you. Um, but yeah, so it was a blast. I highly recommend you go. There were two other guys there, so you wouldn't be alone. Rich was there, speaking of diamonds, and then there was another. He does not have a channel or anything. He was doing crochet. His name was Brian. He's also in the diamond painting community, though. He got quite a few diamond paintings. Yeah, it was. It was. She was just, and she had a kit there. It was the pumpkin herder, and it had on there. She had started it like August 24th of 2022. And so I was like, girlfriend, you're going to finish. She was like, yes, I'm going to finish that for this retreat. I'm going to finish that for this retreat. And every time I'd see her walking around, I would be like, you need to get over there and finish that kit, because she was so close to being done. And then, while I was at class, she went and took a little class. And they also had classes. I didn't do any of those. I will next year. But anyway, so she was, oh, well, I was this or that. Well, then because they have a thing, it's called Ring My Bell. And the people you have all year to add to this album. And then they count who wins. I mean, I think there's like four places. And she was like, wait, I want to get mine in. I want to get mine in. It was like, well, it's over. We've already pulled the winners. It's over. And so, but they let her. She was like, but I only have this little section. And so I was like, Mary, you should have finished it when you were walking around. But anyway, she did finish it. And she got the first Ring My Bell for the 2026 season. So she'll be the first one. Let's see, Matt. Nope, but I'll make it one day. Great Lakes Escape is not terribly far. I think you would absolutely have a blast. Absolutely. Let's see. Anthony, if it's not too close to Europe, I'd love to go. Well, it kind of is. It's the 24th through the 27th of September. So it kind of is, it kind of isn't. Depends if you were planning on staying after the retreat or if you got there before the retreat. So let's see. Pam said, yes, she was probably missed congeniality. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She's just, she is, oh my gosh, she is such a hoot. She is such a hoot. I got to meet Berta. Yes, Mia, she did. She did. And she finished Pumpkin Herder. Only 3 years later, she finished it. But I got to meet Berta. Gosh, I got to meet a lot of people. Kara was there, Shay was there, Joe Atwood was there. It was so good to meet her. I've heard so much about her, and I've seen her, in different chats and stuff. So that was really cool to meet her. Rich, speaking of diamonds, it was nice to meet him. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I know I'm leaving people out because I can't. Their names are escaping me. Plus a lot of people that I haven't seen in the diamond painting community. That was just so cool to finally, to get to meet them. And I had to write down that. Oh, that's another thing I got. I forgot where did I put it? Oh, I got two more things. Hang on. Hold on. So this was also given to us. So this was given to us by the committee, and it had a pen on it, but my pen broke, so I threw it away. So it's just a little notebook. But I forgot about this stuff. So this is from Bella Art Day Nicole, and I bought it because I do have some of these mini kits that are from the Diamond Design Company, and I just I'll just get those out of the bags. So I bought a baggie holder, and this lid comes off. So yeah, so it holds 58, I think. Let's see. No, 48. 48. But you can double them up. So I've got 96 baggies in here. And then it comes with this little doohickey. Let's see. Oh, I got to turn it this way. And it looks like it's real flimsy, but I don't think it is. I mean, I think it'll hold up good. She says she's never had a problem with it. It's what she uses to travel with. Hang on, I got to get it fitted on there. There we go. So then you just put the lid on and they're ready to go. So there's that. But look at this product that I did not know Nicole had. It was so cool. And it's a kit. Okay. Now, I will say I took the toolkit out and gave it back to her because I didn't need it, didn't want it, and made the box funky. So, but it's like a gift set, especially for you. I mean, it's absolutely be a great gift. And it came with this little silicone mat. And then, here's the drills. They're in baggies. And then they're all ghosts. I think she only has a couple right now, but she's getting some more, I think she said, in the next week or so. It's 75 colors. Here we go. And you get 12 of these little doohickeys, these little mini kits. But these are different ghosts. Okay. So you're like, oh, well, that's cool. That's cute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what it also comes with is, this is what I think makes hers unique. It comes with a frame. Now, these are magnetic, so you put your picture in there, put that one on top, and then it's got these little feet right here, like that. Now you can display it, and it's holographic. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's holographic. Is that cool or what? I thought it was just so cool, and I haven't asked her, but I may ask her if if they make these, if they would sell these, because they would work in, I guess, any of the minis, I think. I know, Anthony, isn't it cool? I thought it was so cool. When I saw that, I was like, well, I have to have them. She had another one she had there was desserts, I think. And I was like, no, I don't really want desserts, but I did. But then a lady at my table, Robin, she said, Nicole told her that I think next week, or I know, I guess I have to wrap my head around, it's almost October. So October is next week, isn't it? She's coming out with some dragons. And so she's going to get the dragons. But yeah, I highly, and I want to say these here were $54 for the set. Of course, it was great because I didn't have to pay, shipping or anything. But if you have a diamond painter in your family or somebody you want to do a gift for, I highly recommend this. Like I said, I did take the kit out. I did take that out and gave it back to her because I didn't need it. But yeah, I don't think that's bad. I mean, you get 12 of the little minis. I don't think that's bad at all. So that, and then another door prize was this little doohickey. And again, it's it's cross stitch. So there's all the stuff on it. Hey, Mary, was your ears burning? Was your ears burning? Hey, Mary, I'm so glad you're here. I just got through telling people about the giveaway. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But now that, I think, is all of the stuff. Yes, we were talking about you. I was just telling them how you won. I don't remember what it's called, but like Miss Congeniality, and how you were always, laughing. And then how you got to ring the bell for the next, for the new 2026 season. And how I was giving you a hard time that you needed to finish your pumpkin herder. And if you hadn't been up going to class or up talking, you would have finished it. Let's see. Sarah Ann, I also want to do another cross stitch. I did one about 8 years ago. Oh, okay. So you know how to do it. Okay. Well, I may have to send you some of this because I don't know how to cross stitch. And I believe that some of this is a little ahead of me. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know what this is needlepoint. I don't know what the difference is. So this may be my, my only foray into it. But yeah, so I may have to see if you want some of these. See if you do. Let's see. Oh, the happy heifer. Yes, that's right. That's right. No one was more deserving of that than you. Nobody. Let's see. She said, Mary says, me, he asked for a pic of my workstation, so that's all I sent. Boy, she had a quite the workstation too. Let's see. Shelley says cross stitch and needlepoint is relatively easy. Relatively being the word right there. But I am going to watch some YouTube videos. I'm also going to look because we've got some, fiber art stores here, right here. Look, okay, y'all play on. What the hell happened to you, Leanne? I don't know. I don't know. I just woke up Saturday morning and I had bruises on the inside of my arm. I'm like, I don't know what I did. But anyway, I might go see if they have classes. If not, I'll try to learn by YouTube. But I think I would do better if I had somebody right there with me going, okay, go through there and I'll come through here and I'll do that, yeah. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Sarah says she doesn't really know the difference either. Well, of course, Mary, you were amazing. You were amazing. And it was so nice to meet Marge. It was so nice to meet Marge. She said she shops from your diamond painting kits. I was like, that's not a bad gig. Mia's telling Mary she was just kidding. Sarah Ann says they are pretty easy. I went to a cross stitch store near me, but their stuff really wasn't my style. Oh, okay. Well, tell me what your style is. Because I've got, I think you saw the ones that I have. Where the heck did I put them? I don't know. But anyway, let's see. Anthony says, I got to see her workstation and ones around, and people had a lot of stuff on them. Now I want to have a whole setup in Europe. Anthony, there was one table, everybody had a little mini fridge. Everyone at that table had a mini fridge. They were like different colors and they had, decorated them with their own style. But yes, I was just like, again, next year. But I mean, next year I'll know because I mean I went into this blind. I didn't really know. So yeah, next year will be different. But yeah, I mean it's like they took their storage systems and everything with them. I was really crazy. I know, Mary, the mini fridges were wild. I know. I was like, what do you put in there? Apparently it holds a six pack. I don't know. Let's see. Michelle says cross stitch is done on fabric and needlepoint is a canvas material. Huh. Okay. Okay. That may have just confused me more. It's not hard to do. Let's see. Sarah Ann asks, Shelly, is needlepoint on that thick plastic grid stuff? That's what this is. That's what this little, I haven't even opened it yet, but see, that's what this is. It's like a plastic grid. That's what that is. But I guess you're going to have to count because there's no pattern on here, I don't think. No, I don't think I have any scissors over here. My nose is itchy. Let me see. Mary says, I think needlepoint is often printed on and not counted. Oh. Noreen. Hey, Noreen. I didn't see you come in here. Did you just sneak on in? She said, you will pick up cross stitch fairly easy. I used to do it years ago. I think the problem that I see is, well, first of all, anytime somebody's like, well, you add two, you do, four, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I do not want to have to count anything. I realize they're basic single digits, but I don't know. Maybe I can do it. I don't know. I don't know if this old brain can learn new stuff, but it's going to try. Rochelle, the bling it up. She is was diamond painting fanatic. She hasn't picked up, well, she had one at the retreat, but she is a cross stitcher now. So yeah, she hasn't even bought a diamond painting in, I think she said 9 months. So yeah. So Shelley says, yes, the grid is plastic or it is a coated material. Okay. Let's see. Mary says, all I know is I went to a needlepoint store here in Chicago one time and asked a few questions because I was curious. And the women there were so pretentious and rude, it made me just stick to cross stitch. Huh. That's crazy. That is crazy. Girl, you need to come to Texas. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know why anybody would do that. I mean, my experience has always been people who are doing something, whether it's cooking or crafts or whatever, or like, if you show a remote interest in what they're doing, they're like, well, here, let me show you what I'm doing. So, yeah. Well, that sucks. You need to go find a different place. Let's see. Anthony says, I've only ever done a cross stitch conversion, but I want to try the actual craft someday. See, and that's the thing, because some of these cross stitch patterns, I was like, oh my God, those are gorgeous. I'd like to have that in a diamond painting. But what starts out like this turns into this, and yeah. So I'm like, well, if you're going to have to count stitches, or drills, then I guess you can count stitches. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I need another hobby, but there are so many things out there that I just love. And what I loved about the whole concept of it was, I can sit in my recliner and, I can be in there with everybody, even though I'm not watching the TV, I can be present in the room. Whereas here I do everything in my craft room. I'm upstairs, and which is fine because I get away from everybody, but it would be kind of nice. And then a lot of them, were at the airports because a lot of them had to fly. So they were at the airports doing it. I'm like, well, that's good. That'd be much easier than taking diamond painting, because all you need is you don't need much, and it's just a little tiny needle. See, Pamela says, my needlepoint kits have the plastic grid square. Are they easy to do? Because like I said, this was on the the freebie table, and I took it. I'm gonna make it for my dad. That's the plan. It says it's 42 spaces high by 32 spaces wide. That sounds huge, but I guess it's not when you're looking at those little tiny spaces. But oh, here's some scissors. Let's open this up and see, shall we? Let's see. Oh, and I'll tell you another thing though, y'all. I was so tired. I don't know that I've ever been that tired, ever. Saturday night, I was like, I'm done. I was freezing. I had finished my section on my cat fedora, and I was like, I don't want to even look at this diamond painting. I rolled it up, put it back, packed everything up. I was like, I don't even want to see it for a while. So I'll work on it later today, though. So, okay. So here's the little doohickey. It's plastic. Here's the thread. And that was another thing. They were pulling the threads apart. I thought you used the whole thing, but you don't. So let's see. Here's the pattern. Let's see. Mary says, think of spaces as drills. 32 drills by 40. Oh, you're right. That is nothing. That is nothing. Part of me is like, why don't I just get some drills and diamond paint this? Call it a day. So, yeah. So there's that blue mitten. The cross stitch. Well, apparently, did you see that one lady that took her? She's been working on it for 14 years. I'm like, I'll probably be dead in 14 years. For real? Let's see. In a needlepoint shop, it would be less likely to find the ones on plastic. Okay. And Pamela says I should try cross stitch first. Really? You think it'll be easier? Okay. Oh, now I see why she says that, because there's different stitches. There's different stitches. What? I thought it was going to be like X's. Oh, geez. So does it tell you which stitch is which? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Let's put this back in its little bag, shall we? This may or may not be back on the table next year. We'll see. No, I'll do something with it. I don't know what. Let's see. Pamela says, yep, just more work. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it does. Like I said, she's been working on it for 14 years. Now she had 4 panels she was on the fourth panel. So I don't know if she had been working on all of those for 14 years. Surely not just that one. But she did show me what her sister-in-law, I think she said, and I can't remember her name because she was sitting over there close to you. I'm sure you know her. Um, it took her 5 years, and she showed me, but it was all, there was no blank spaces in the background. It was all cross stitch, and it was freaking gorgeous. You said it took her 5 years. Let's see. Anthony says, Mia helped me pick my D-stash kits today. Ended up with 51 to let go of. Holy smokeroonies. It hurts, but it's necessary. Same here. And, Kara she took about 40 kits to the thing and D-stash, but now she D-stashed hers for like 10 or 15 bucks. So, and then my friend Ann, she had a table. She took 7 no, I think maybe she took 10, but she just gave hers away. She could have sold them, but she gave them away. Hi, Michelle. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you. Let's see. Shelly says, I've been doing needlework since I was very young. Happy to help. Awesome. Awesome. If you know like some YouTube channels that you think might be helpful, send them to me. If we're friends on Facebook, just send me a message, or you can email me at diamondsanddoxies@gmail.com. Mia said he did so good, talking about Anthony. Yeah, well, maybe I need you to help me. Let's see. Mary says, I have to do that too, Anthony. Maybe you and Mia can help. Yeah, for real. For real. Mia says she's in. See, Sarah says, I only currently have one diamond painting waiting to be done. That is so good. That is so good of you, Sarah. I do not. And I did give away 3, I think. But then I came home with 4. You see my dilemma? You see my dilemma? Mia's always ready to help. She's so sweet. Michelle is listening while working. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes, I hope you're doing well. And thank you for listening while you're working. I appreciate it. Noreen says, God, I have 10 kits and I think it's too much. No. Well, I mean, if it's too much for you, then it's too much, but not for me. It's not. Let's see. Mary says, Leanne, I could attempt to make an intro to cross stitch video for you. Yes, do that. Please, please, please. And post it on YouTube so everybody can see it, because I promise you that I'm not the only one, because there was even Ann was that was my condo mate. She was like, I really want to learn how to do it too. She was asking around too. So yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Mia, I finished my diamond painting while chatting with Anthony. That's awesome. I am halfway through, just maybe a smidge more than halfway through with my cat fedora. Tomorrow's the last day of the event, so it ain't going to happen. But I plan on finishing it. I'm not going to put it up. I plan on finishing it. And then I have a small Muni made that I think it's a nativity, but I'm going to do it for jingle drills, I think. But I know that Artemis is doing the FEMCA Deborah event in November, but I'm not doing that. So I don't know what else is coming up. Anybody know what else is coming up? Mary says, I'll add it to my never-ending to-do list. Yep. I know. We'll put that on your list. And if this time next year I don't know how to cross stitch, I'm just going to blame you. So Pamela says, I am going to do my first beaded cross stitch soon. Now, there was a lady there that I swear to God, she said it was peyote beading. I'm like, peyote? But anyway, but it was just like beading work. That's not the same thing as cross stitch, is it? I mean, because she had this thing and she laid her beads out, and then, is that what that is? Because that looked really cool, but really, really hard. So, yeah. Sarah Ann wants, she says, teach me the proper way, Mary. Mary, show us the way. Show us the way. Mucomania is coming up. Oh, yes. Okay. I do have a muca. I do. Let's see, Mary, I have to go pack all the orders that came in while we were at the retreat. I am so happy. I was going to ask you how it went, how you did, and it sounds like you did fabulous. So I'm so happy to hear that. So yeah, pack all those orders. I'm very happy for you. And I'm not done with the prototype. I didn't tell anybody what it was, but I'm not done with the prototype yet. So I got some ideas in here. So let's see. So, but thank you for popping in and saying hey. Let's see. Mary says, "Oh, I will. I don't believe in knots on the back of your fabric. That's my number one rule for the proper way of cross stitching. No knots." Okay. I always knotted my thread to sew, but this is not sewing, is it? Okay. Well, you'll have to show me how not to do that, or I'll just pull that thread right on through. Let's see. Shelly says, think of beading cross stitch like blinging diamond paintings. Oh, okay. So you just take a little bead and put it through the thread and do it like that? Is that how it is? Let's see. Pamela, two stitch. Okay. Oh, Mary says she can listen and pack at the same time. Oh, okay. I thought you were having to run off. Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. Pamela says, don't knot. Okay. Well, there was the Diane that was sitting at our table. She was kind of showing me, and I asked her, so you don't knot on the back, to keep the thread from pulling through. And she says, well, I don't. And so, she didn't just go, do not do that. So let's see. Mary says, no knots. You tuck the tails under the stitches in the back. Okay. Okay. One stitch with the beaded and then one stitch without. Okay. Yeah. That is just totally foreign to me. So I don't even know how to bling up diamond painting kits. So oh yeah. So that's something you freestyle. You decide, right? Or can you buy kits with enhancements like you do with diamond painting? Let's see. Knots make it lumpy. Well, I don't like lumpy. Let's see. And Mary says, and my other number one rule is make sure your stitches are all going the same way. Okay. Yeah, you're going to need that video. Sarah Ann, I am so confused about the fabric to use for cross stitch. There are so many. This is true. And Rochelle was telling me that she didn't use Ada or something, and then but everyone at my table was using Ada, and then there was a lady there selling fabric, and I was just like, okay, okay. Oh, I don't, I don't know. There's so many things I don't know, and yeah, so I want to figure that out. I really do. Let's see. Mary says some kits have enhancements. Oh, okay. She says if you're new to cross stitch, start with 14 count. Okay. I have heard that 14 count, 16. I don't know what that means, but I have heard that terminology. Let's see. Pamela, I bought mine from GBFKE. Okay. Is that online, or what's funny is there was I guess the Fat Quarter Shop had door prizes, and I used to buy from the Fat Quarter Shop all the time. I bought tons of stuff for quilting, though, never for that. I didn't even realize you could do that. Let's see. Mary, Ada is the way to go when you start. When you get into even weave, it complicates things. You have to start somewhere. Okay. Okay. All right. Because Diane did say Ada. But I think Rochelle, she was like, she goes all in on everything. So she started out with, I don't know, linen or something. So let's see. Mary says it's the number of squares per inch. So 14 count has bigger stitches than 16 or 18. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. And is the stitch one square? And where do you put the square? Oh, it's okay. Pamela said, yes, she's online. Let's see. Anthony, I'm happy to help with your stash, Mary, along with Mia. I currently have 147 kits and I'm planning on moving next year. The new place won't have room for them all. Yeah. I would like to probably get rid of about half of mine. About half. Maybe not quite a half, but about half. So let's see. But a lot of it is I've discovered, like Cat Fedora and I love Muni Maid and I love Ever Moment. And it's like I can't see myself buying more from these companies when I've got so many others. So and now I've got some more Bella Art Day Nicole. I just, you know, but yeah, I mean, there's just some kits like I'm not going to do them, and I'm probably going to choose a different canvas over it. So yeah, I need to. So, but I think I'm going to give away a lot of mine, and then I think I'm going to do some just cheapies because I know shipping is expensive, and so I'll just be like pay for shipping, you know. So yeah. Let's see. Shelly says, think of the 14 count like thread count for bed linens. Oh, okay. 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 Mary says, starting with linen is wild. I've cross stitched for 19 years and haven't even attempted linen. Rochelle, she don't do nothing a little bit. So that's the reason why she was the happy heifer last year. Let's see. Pamela says, I love watching Amy's sparkly diamond painting and cross stitch. I'll have to look her up. I didn't know that. Mia says, maybe you have to bring some kits to Denmark. Anthony has to bring two. I mean, I'll try to get as much as I can in my luggage, but then they're just going to be like, take them, please, somebody, unless I get rid of them before then. But I'm sure by the time Denmark comes around, I will have acquired more. Let's see. Sarah Ann wants to know, does anyone have good recommendations for a place to get a pretty packaged cross stitch kit? Obviously, I do not. I'm trying to look around here. These aren't kits, though. These are just, I guess patterns. They had some free ones on the D-stash table. Yeah, prepackaged. Yeah. Yeah. There were some, but I don't remember any names. There were some. Somebody gave away a whole quilt kit, and I was like, "Ooh, I would have if I won that, I would have been tempted to pull out my sewing machine." So, let's see. Mia says, "No for me. If you de-stash some that I need." Oh, I plan on bringing some, and if obviously you'll get first dibs, but yeah, anybody who wants them can have them. And yeah, if not, then donate them. So, but I'm sure some people will have some, but yeah. Let's see. Sarah Ann, the store I went to, they weren't prepackaged. They were like build your own, and that overwhelms me. Yes. Yes. I mean, that's like looking at those patterns. It's like you need this kind of material or this kind of material or that kind of material. You need this kind of, I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Shelly says, Sarah, any local craft store most likely have some. I think Walmart may have some in the craft section. Probably. Probably. You live Do you live in Colorado, Sarah, or Utah, or somewhere up there? I think. Oh yeah, Mary's right. There are tons of them on Etsy or even Amazon. Yeah, there are. There really are. Hmm. wonder if I typed in beginner kits on cross stitch kits on Etsy if they would have some. I bet they would, and definitely on eBay. I mean, eBay, Amazon. So I did that one time on embroidery. I bought no, I requested for Christmas one year a beginner's kit, and it had all the stuff, and it had all these different stitches, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing. So I ended up just throwing the damn thing away. The thread got, you know, knotted up, and I wasn't pulling things apart. Not sure if you were supposed to, you know. Colorado, okay. Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. Sarah Ann said Hobby Lobby used to have a lot, but they got rid of them. What happened to Hobby Lobby? Oh, there were, Mary, I don't know if you saw them or not. I bet you did. Do you see those kits that people were working on that were already like pre-stapled and everything? They were on a board and they were like, I don't know, yay big by yay big, not very big. And I think some were Christmas and things like that. And they were diamond paintings. And I was like, oh, I got to get to Hobby Lobby because you do it, you're done, you hang it up, it's ready to go. So it's like I got to get some of those, and they weren't expensive, like $7. Yes, yes, like already on a mounted canvas. Yes, and I was like, I have to go. I really do, because if I want some of the Christmas or the fall ones, I mean, if I'm not careful, they'll have Valentine's out. So yeah, I want to get some of those. I think those would be a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. All right, everyone. I believe it or not, I have been on here for almost 2 hours. An hour and 36 minutes. Maybe I exaggerate a little bit, but I don't go that long. I really don't. Let's see, Mary, I need to stay away from any and all shopping. I can barely move in my craft room. Shh, Mary, Mary. Now, that kind of negativity is not prudent, okay? It's just not. Here I'm talking about I need to de-stash, de-stash, de-stash. I need to go buy some more, buy some more, buy some more. Yeah, I don't know how that happens, but happens it does. So, but yeah, I may also put some on Macari, just because it's easy. Yes, Macari takes a percentage and all of that, but they handle the shipping, and because Mary can attest to you that PayPal and Venmo and all of that stuff is not my strong suit. Okay. Um, so it's like I would just rather, spend the money and let them take care of it. But I hate doing that because I feel like I can get cheaper rates through pirate ship than what they have. Um, but whatever. Let's see, Mary, I want to do a live with all my stuff from the retreat too, but I have to wait for Karen to drop it off. Oh no. Oh, it wouldn't fit in your luggage? Would it not fit? That's right, Mia. That's right. We don't need that kind of negativity around here. No, 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 no. There's never not enough room. That's never an issue. Go up, Mary. Go up. I'm sure you've got room downstairs that no one's using, and if they are, just move their stuff over and put your stuff in. See? Yep, yep, yep. We are a bunch of enablers, and I was with a bunch of enablers. But I'm going to say it again. If you ever get a chance to go to a retreat, I'm sure they're not all created equal. I can't say because I've not been to all of them, but absolutely go. Absolutely go. I'm probably going to put myself on the wait list for the Hillsboro one. If it's open, I will. But let's see, Mary says she drove all my shop stuff down for me and I added my swag to that. Also, the diamond painting I won was way too big to fit in my luggage. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, how did she take in that big old bag back to Chicago? Because it was big. I was like, it can't be carry-on. And I don't think she'd trust it to go in, into the belly of the plane. I wouldn't. So that makes sense. Well, that was very nice of her to do that. So, Mary, are you going to the Hillsboro in February or no? I know you might be busy, but I don't know. I know Muni Maid's gonna be there in February, and I'm like, "Ah, I really wanna go." So, we shall see. So, yeah. But it was kind of funny this morning. I woke up, in my own bed, and that was nice. I woke up in my own bed. I had, my pups next to me and everything, but then I was like and it was nice to be in my own bed with all my pillows, but then I was like, "Oh, I don't get to go down and see all my friends." So, it was kind of bittersweet. Let's see. Mary says, "Nope, I put myself on the wait list though." Okay, good. Okay, good. I probably won't get in, but I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on the that's what I did for the Lone Star Retreat. I was like, "I'll never get in, but I'm just gonna put myself on the list." So, that's what I did. That's what I did. So, anyway, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for sharing in my excitement. I was just absolutely excited. Yeah, I'll probably sound like a broken record for a while, just on cloud nine. Mary, I can't wait to watch her live and see. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to catch Kara's live tonight because I think she might probably put hers on as well. And let's see. Mary says my husband might have a heart attack if I leave again. Look, my guy was just in charge of 3 dachshunds, okay? And he was like, "Thank God you're home. One of them has hurt themselves. The other 2 wouldn't sleep in the bed." He's just like, the whole house is a mess. And, it's like, "Please don't leave again." I said, "Not till next year, unless February comes around and I get to go to that." But that's like, a snowball's chance in hell. Let's see. Jackie says, "Mary, I love your putty and I need more anti-static stuff. My first order won't be my last." Isn't it great, Jackie? And, I'm sure you saw where I am giving away um, some anti-static sheets, 60 count, with a matching scented putty for my members. So, and you are one. So maybe you'll win. Is Mary on Etsy? Yes. How can I make Mary? Hang on. Let me uh, add as a moderator. Standard. Save. Okay, Mary, I have made you a mod so that you can put your shop on there. Please put your shop on there so that people can go to it because I can't ever say enough good stuff. Let's see. Jackie says, "So glad Leanne is an enabler." We're all enablers here, you know. Thanks, Mia. Mia put her shop up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Mia's waiting for her Mary Mud. Yeah. Did you get the anti-static sheets too, Mia? Let's see. Michelle says, "I love Mary Mud." Well, you may get some new Mary Mud. Mary says, "Man, I can't type today." Mia and Leanne, that is. This is how I heard about Mary. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. So, yeah. I also gave another creator who has substantially more subscribers than me a set so that she can give out on her channel, so she can reach more people. So Michelle says, "I'm going to try hers." Well, very good. Karen said, "Thanks." Mary said, "To get blessed at her shop." Yay. Mia said, "Yes, I got 2 packs of 60. Okay. Okay. Let's see, Jackie. Also, I have a project bag from Sarah Ann Creations. I do too. I've got 2. I've got 2 of them. I've got 2 of them. So yeah, absolutely. We need to get Sarah Ann. We need to get her to be a vendor at a retreat. We really do. Or help sponsor a retreat. Where you maybe make a project bag or something. And sell them or something like that. I mean, I really think so. I think you should do that because I think that would be a great way to get your name out there. I mean, I know you're busy, but it might be if you wanted to increase your business. Let's see, Jackie. Also, I have yeah, okay, I read that one. And Jackie loves the small shops. I do too. I do too. And I tried to buy something from everybody, but I didn't because I didn't buy any of the cross stitch stuff because I was like, I don't know, and really what's hard, what's easy, I don't know yet. Um, and then the one lady had cover minders, and I'm like, I have so many cover minders. I don't even use them as cover minders. I just, you know, um, stick them up on a thing. So yeah, Mia, sponsor next year. Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would feel. But I kind of feel like being in Europe. That's my daughter texting. Uh, it should be European companies, but maybe not. I don't know because there's a lot of U.S. people going. That's for sure. But I mean, what we could do is people that if Sarah did that, I mean, we're making a whole job for her, but if she did decide to do that, then the people who lived out in Europe, we could have them shipped to one of us, here in the States. And then when we come over, bring them and pass them out. I mean, I got my bag when I got to the retreat. So, yeah. Let's see, Mary. I'll totally sponsor next year, Mia. Awesome. Awesome. That is awesome. Woohoo. That's awesome sauce. So, yeah. I hope Stina, I don't know if she's still here or not, but I hope Stina's a girl, right? I don't, why I always associate everything with crafts and stuff as being girls, and that's not true. So, uh, American sponsors will ship to you Americans. Right. And then, but like if someone in Europe wanted a bag, say from Sarah Ann Creations, then they could be shipped to me or Anthony or whoever. And then we could bring them, with us. And because that's when everybody usually gets their project bags anyway, is at the retreat. You can just pre order so that you make sure you have one. So, yes, says God, I can't spell today. It's overrated. As long as people can read what you write, then that's all that matters. So yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, I think that would be great, and that would save on shipping. It sucks if you buy something. You buy $30 worth of a small product, and it's going to cost you $35 to ship it. It's like, that's kind of yeah. Matt, it's mostly true. Well, I'm sorry. I just always think that. And, maybe because I'm a girl, so I always think that if someone, I'm sorry. Please accept my apologies. There are men. There's quite a few actually. Quite a few actually. So, yeah. So, anyway, there's my daughter. It's my grandson, my youngest grandson's 14th birthday today. Alex, you've seen him in here occasionally. And so tomorrow we're getting together for lunch. So that's what she is letting us know. She was supposed to get with us today. He had school today, so couldn't do it. But anyway, Mary's got to pack orders. And okay, Mia says, you have seen Stina in my lives, haven't you? She is female. No, I mean, I've seen her name, but I've not seen her personally that I recall. So, that I recall. Michelle, today is your daughter's 25th birthday. Wow, well, congratulations to your daughter. She is now old enough to get her semi driver's license, so she can drive a semi truck. I guess that's still the thing, because once I hit 25, I was like, well, that was one milestone. It's like now I got nothing until Medicare. So, although I can eat off the senior menu now, so that's good. Matt, we're coming around slowly, but slowly. Usually, how we do things. This is true. This is true. I think a lot of guys are like, I'm not doing that. I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. And then they try it, and yeah, was it Rosie Greer? Y'all are probably too young for Rosie Greer, but he was a football player way back when, and he also liked to knit or crochet. I can't remember, but he would sit on his grandmother's front porch and knit, crochet, whatever it was he did, with her. And they asked him one time, well, did people, I mean, your name's already Rosie, did people make fun of you when they walked past? He said, I think somebody did once. So yeah, yeah. Hey Sam, there you are. I didn't know where you was at. Where was you? Where was you at? Uh, Michelle, I don't see her driving a truck. She's a high school language arts teacher and volleyball coach. Okay then. Well, I'm just saying that was her next milestone, was that she could now if she wanted to. Now she's only got to look forward to Medicare. Oh, Sam was at work. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, I did a pop up because I just couldn't contain myself and I didn't want to wait until Wednesday. I was like, I can't wait till Wednesday because some of the stuff I wanted to take out and look at and use because I didn't really do that at the retreat because I will say this, it was very, very overstimulating, I think, for me. Um, when you got someone who lives in a very quiet surrounding, it was it was loud. It was very loud. I was freezing. My took us off. Uh, and then when I was packing my bags to come home, I found I did take a heating pad. Could have taken my heating pad to the craft room, didn't. Oh, and another thing, I got there and I was like, I can't believe this. I left my brush sitting on my bathroom counter. I don't have a brush. So every day I was having to, finger brush my hair. And then when I was packing to come home on Sunday morning, I found my brush. It was there the whole dang time. I was like, dag nabbit, dag nabbit. So yeah. Oh, Mary says it was overstimulating for her and she's an extrovert. Yeah, I'm an introvert. Um, I think that's why I like doing these because there's really nobody in here. Like if there were people actually sitting out here watching me, I'd be like, hi, okay, bye. So yeah, but yeah, it was, and it was so damn cold in there. And I have decided that I must be at that season in life where I get cold now because that has never been a season that I've had since I was a child. But I froze the whole time I was in there. Fortunately, my condo mate brought an extra little blanket and I had that on and I was still freezing, still freezing. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Samantha says, "Did you show what you bought?" I did. I did. And Sam says, "I mean, did you show what you got at the retreat?" I did. I did. It says, "I missed it too." Mary, I'm hot natured and I was cold. I know you had a sweatshirt at one point. I looked over there and you had a heating pad on your shoulders. And I was like, wish I'd have brought a heating pad. I did. I did. Honestly, I wish I'd have brought a heated lap blanket or snuggie or something. Now you watch. Next year I'll bring that. I'll bring that stuff and it'll be hot. But I did bring a fan, which I never used. Let's see. Sam, I missed it. I know. Well, go back and watch. It's at the beginning. So go back and watch it. Mary says, "Yeah, I borrowed the heating pad from my table mate." Yeah. And when I got home, I was telling Max about it. He was like, "Yeah, I saw you pack your heating pad." And I was like, "Well, I I'm a little on the scatterbrain side." So, yeah, it must be a new season of my life too. Mary says it was hot last year, like we were sitting there sweating. That sucks. I mean, that sucks. Sweating sucks. I mean, worst case scenario, I could have went to my room and got my comforter or something off the bed and brought it down. And I did think about it. But when you're hot, taking off clothes don't help. And then at some point, we're naked diamond painting and that ain't nobody needs to see that. So let's see. Sam, funny you are going to be destashing, but you came home with a bunch of kids. Yeah, you see the irony in that, Sam? Do you? Do you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Me too. So, and one of them I bought. Well, I guess technically I bought two of them. I bought the retreat diamond painting, and both from Bella Art. Mary says, I'll take cold over hot any day, but it's hard when there's big extremes. Never know what to prepare for. I know. And then, they had those fans on and the fan was blowing. It was right above my head. I was having to hold stuff down on my table because it was blowing away. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be in the pro shop buying me some $100 sweatshirt that says tennis on it or something. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't take anything for being cold. Let's see. Sam says it's 85 degrees here today and I am dying. It's about 88 here and I'm loving it. But in that craft room, I'm not even kidding you. It had to have been like 60. Had to have been with ceiling fans on. Let's see. Mia. Sam, I will help her find the ones to de-stash. Yeah, I've got, that's just the tip that you can't see down below that. There's 2 levels below that, so you can't see those. So yeah. Plus in the closet, I've got a bunch too. So yeah. Yep. And I've got them surrounding me because while I was gone, I got 2 more diamond painting kits. So Samantha says, yeah, Mia, me too. De-stash them right in our houses. Well, yeah. I'll have to fly. I think it might be cheaper for me to fly Mia's to her. Okay, daughter. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, Max isn't here, so no one's responding to her. She's probably like, why isn't no one ever responding to me? So yeah. Yes, I do. I plan on taking a bunch to Denmark. So yeah. And like I said, I should have. I actually did have 5 that I was going to take with me for the Lonestar retreat, but then I second guessed myself. I was like, I don't know if that's what they mean, like I don't know if I'm doing it right. And I hate to take all these kits, and I'm doing it wrong. No, I should have taken them. So Sam says, I am not in Denmark. No, ma'am, you're not, but you're supposed to be in September of next year. So we shall see. Hopefully. But anyway. All right, y'all. It has officially been 1 hour and 57 minutes. So that is officially the longest I've ever done a live. Ever. So I really do appreciate y'all watching. If you want to see what all I got, then please go back and watch the first hour or so. That's basically when I think I did all of it. And but yeah, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of your support. It means the world to me. And yeah. And again, if you are a member of my channel, where did I put that so I can? Some of y'all weren't here. Oh, I think it's in here. Yes. You are going to get. I'm going to do a giveaway for my members. I try to do one once a month. So next week, it will be October. And it's going to be the Merry Magic Anti-Static Sheets, the pomegranate cider. And I think I'm going to have to order me some more of these because I really, really, really like the smell. And then the same in the putty. And let's see what the putty looks like. Let's see what colors it is. Hold on. Boy. Come on. Open. Ugh. Smells so good. It smells so good. Mary, can you make me a candle or something? That smells so good. Oh, and look how pretty it is. Look how pretty that is. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. So, yep, that will be the giveaway for October members. So, yep. All right, let's see. Karen says, have a good week, everyone. Glad you had a great time, Leanne. Thank you, Karen. I did. I had, like I said, I'm going to sound like a perfectioner. I'll probably go, can you shut up? Because we're tired of hearing about it. But yeah, it was definitely the highlight of my year. So Mary says, I've experimented with candles for a bit. I'm trying to find a good wick that I like. Awesome. Because that pomegranate cider, Oh my God, that smells so good. I'm still smelling it. It's like, oh, that smells so good. So yeah, maybe I need to buy like a whole bunch of the static sheets so I can just lay them around places. So anyway, all right, everyone. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I will see you. I plan on still coming live on Wednesday if y'all will have me. So I will see y'all then. I love all of y'all. I really, really, really do. And I hope every one of you have an amazing week and it just enjoy and be kind to everyone. Please, please, let's just spread kindness. Okay. All right, everyone. Bye. And I will see y'all next time. All righty. Bye. Bye.